After we hang up, I'm lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, and something crystallizes. Marcus wants to rewrite our story. He wants to be the guy who had a mature, mutual breakup and then found new love. He wants to make this clean and noble, but it's not clean. It's messy and selfish and hurtful, and everyone should know exactly what happened. Monday morning, I'm calmer than I've been in days. I go to work, teach my classes, have lunch with my colleague David, who asks how I'm doing, and I actually tell him the truth instead of saying, fine. He listens, doesn't try to fix it, just says, that's remarkably shitty, and splits his cookies with me. After school, I drive to the flower shop. The woman behind the counter, the one who's giving me concerned looks, hands me a small card. I write, congratulations on your new relationship. I hope you both get everything you deserve. With warmth, Sabrina. That's a very mature message, the florist says approvingly as I hand it back. I smile. She doesn't know that everything you deserve can be taken multiple ways. What's the delivery address? She asks. I give her Marcus's office address. His floor. Attention, Marcus Chen and Chloe Wu. Office delivery? She looks uncertain. During work hours? Peak work hours, I confirm. Around 2 p.m. would be perfect. I pay. It's expensive. $180 for the roses, the crystal vase, the premium delivery. Worth every penny. That night, I have dinner with Emma and tell her what I did. You're insane, she says, but she's grinning. Probably. No, I mean that's genius insane. Everyone in their office is going to see that delivery. That's the point. And the card. Everything you deserve. Exactly. You're diabolical. I'm so proud of you. Tuesday at 2:17 p.m., I get a text from Marcus. What the hell is wrong with you? I wait 10 minutes before responding. Sorry, was teaching. What's up? You know what? The flowers. Did they not arrive? I paid extra for same-day delivery. This is harassment. I actually laugh out loud. I'm in my classroom during prep period and I have to muffle it with my hand. Sending congratulations flowers is harassment? That seems like a stretch. Everyone saw. You did this on purpose. I sent flowers to congratulate you both on your new relationship. That seems supportive. Mature even. The card, Sabrina. What about it? I hoped you both get everything you deserve. That's a compliment. I can practically feel him fuming through the phone. Stay away from me and Chloe, he texts. Done. Enjoy your flowers. I don't hear from him for the rest of the day, but I do hear from Hannah at 6 p.m. Oh my God, she texts. My friend Melissa works on Marcus's floor and sent me a photo. Hold on, the photo comes through. It's the flowers, sitting on what looks like the reception desk. They're beautiful, dramatic, expensive looking. Exactly the kind of arrangement you'd send to celebrate an important occasion. Apparently they were delivered during the afternoon meeting, Hannah's next message says. Receptionist made an announcement over the speaker. Delivery for Marcus Chen and Chloe Wu. Everyone came out to see. They had to walk up together to get them. Tell me more, I text back. Melissa says Marcus's face went white. Chloe tried to play it off like it was sweet, but then someone read the card out loud. Everything you deserve is apparently now an inside joke on their floor. Are people mad at me? Are you kidding? Melissa says half the office thinks it's the funniest thing they've ever seen. The other half is uncomfortable because now the timeline is super obvious. Like everyone's doing the math on when they actually got together. That night, I sleep better than I have in 2 weeks. Wednesday, I'm having coffee with my friend group, Emma, Jenna, and Kira, and they want every detail. The beauty of it, Kira says, is that you didn't do anything actually wrong. You sent flowers. That's a nice thing. With a card that has plausible deniability, Jenna adds. But everyone knows what you meant. It's the perfect revenge, Emma says. You forced them to publicly acknowledge the relationship while simultaneously reminding everyone how shady the timing is. And you looked classy doing it, Kira finishes. He can't make you the villain here. Has he tried? Jenna asks. I pull up Marcus's Instagram. He's posted a story, a text post on a black background. People need to learn boundaries and move on. Toxicity isn't cute. Oh, he's trying, I say, showing them. That's rich, Emma snorts. The guy who overlapped relationships is lecturing about boundaries. Should I respond? I ask. No, all three of them say in unison. You already won, Kira says. Now you just let it sit, she's right. Over the next few days, I watch it unfold through Hannah's updates. Apparently, the flower incident has made things weird at the office. People are choosing sides. Some think it's funny, some think it's inappropriate, but everyone is talking about it. And the more they talk about it, the more people are questioning the timeline. When exactly did Marcus and Chloe get together? Because those flowers sure made it seem like there's a backstory. Friday, exactly 2 weeks after he moved out, I get a text from an unknown number. "Hi Sabrina, this is Chloe. Can we talk?" I stare at my phone for a full minute. About what? I finally text back. "I want to explain my side. I think there's been some misunderstandings. I don't think we have anything to talk about. Please. Just 10 minutes. Coffee?" Part of me wants to say no. Wants to leave it here, clean break, no further engagement. But another part of me, the part that sent the flowers, is curious. Fine. Saturday, 3 p.m. The Starbucks on Pine. I tell myself I'm going for closure. Really, I'm going to see if she'll tell me the truth. Saturday at 3, I'm already there when Chloe walks in. She's prettier in person, which is annoying. She's wearing jeans and a sweater, clearly trying to look approachable and non-threatening. She sits down across from me with a nervous smile. "Thanks for meeting me." "What did you want to talk about?" I wanted to apologize. The flowers, I know how that looked. How did it look? Like we did something wrong. But Sabrina, I promise, nothing happened between Marcus and me while you were together. Define nothing. She shifts in her seat. We were friends. That's all. We talked about work stuff, grabbed coffee sometimes, but it was completely professional. You grabbed coffee. Just the two of you. With other coworkers sometimes. But sometimes just the two of you. Yes. And you talked about personal things. She's quiet for a second. Sometimes. Did he tell you about me? He mentioned he had a girlfriend, yes. What did he say about me? Does it matter? Humor me. She looks down at her hands. He said you'd been together a long time. That you were comfortable together. Comfortable. His word, not mine. What else? That he wasn't sure if you wanted the same things anymore. That you seemed settled. There it is again, that word. Like contentment is a failure. Did you ask him to leave me? I ask. No, God, no. I never would have. But you wanted him to. I didn't. She stops. Starts again. Look, I liked him. I'm not going to lie about that. But I never pushed him to break up with you. That was his choice. When did you break up with your boyfriend? Her face changes. How did you? 3 weeks before Marcus left me, right? That's not. We broke up for different reasons. But you did break up 3 weeks before. Yes. And 4 days after Marcus left me, you two were posting couple photos. We didn't plan that. It just happened. Things don't just happen, Chloe. People make choices. She's getting defensive now. Look, I came here to try to clear the air. To be mature about this. No, you came here because those flowers made everyone at your office realize what actually happened. And now you're worried about your reputation. That's not, did people start asking questions? About the timeline? About whether you two were involved while he was with me? Her silence is answer enough. Here's the thing, I say, leaning forward. Marcus can rewrite history all he wants. He can tell himself he did this the right way. But you and I both know the truth. You both chose this. You chose to develop feelings while he was with me. He chose to emotionally invest in you instead of working on his relationship. Those are choices, not accidents. You don't know what it was like, she says, and there's an edge to her voice now. You weren't there. You're right. I wasn't there. I was at home thinking everything was fine, while my boyfriend was falling for his coworker. He wasn't happy, Sabrina. Then he should have told me. Should have given me a chance to fix it or ended it cleanly before starting something new. That's what decent people do. We are decent people. Then why are you here? If you're so confident you did nothing wrong, why do you care what I think or what your coworkers think? She doesn't have an answer for that. I stand up. I'm not going to send any more flowers if that's what you're worried about. But I'm also not going to pretend this was all above board. You both made choices that hurt me. That's the truth. Live with it. I leave her sitting there. Walk out into the cold afternoon air feeling lighter, clearer. That night, Emma comes over with wine and Thai food. How did it go? She asks. She wanted me to absolve her. To agree that nothing happened. Please tell me you didn't. I told her the truth. That they both made choices. Good. Emma pours us both wine. You know what I've realized? He didn't leave you because you were too content or too settled. He left because he's the kind of person who thinks the grass is greener. Give him 6 months with Chloe and he'll start looking around again. I'm standing in the flower shop on a Tuesday afternoon, and the woman behind the counter keeps giving me these concerned looks while I'm picking out roses. Deep red ones. The expensive kind. She probably thinks I'm buying them for myself after a breakup. She's half right. Do you want a card with these? She asks, and I can hear that carefully neutral tone people use when they're trying not to pry. Absolutely, I tell her. I'll write it here. 3 weeks earlier, I'm sitting in our apartment. Well, what used to be our apartment. And Marcus is doing that thing where he's trying to sound mature and self-aware while absolutely devastating you. You know that tone? Where they've clearly rehearsed this? I think we've grown into different people, he's saying. We're on the couch, but he's positioned himself at the far end, like physical distance makes this easier. It's 9:47 p.m. on a Sunday. I remember because I'd just paused our show that we'd been watching together for 3 seasons, and the timestamp is just frozen there on the screen. Sabrina, you're amazing. You are? But I need to figure out who I am outside of this relationship. I'm 34. He's 36. We've been together for 7 years. We were supposed to go look at rings next month. Is there someone else? I ask because my stomach already knows. You know that feeling? Where your body figures it out before your brain catches up? No, he says, but his eyes go to the left when he says it. This isn't about anyone else. This is about me needing space to grow. He moves out that night. Takes his clothes, his gaming setup, leaves the furniture because you picked most of it anyway. He's packed like he's been planning this. The duffel bags are the nice ones, not the random assortment you'd grab in a hurry. I find out about Chloe on Thursday. Not from him, obviously. From Instagram, because the universe has a sick sense of humor about these things. My friend Jenna sends me a screenshot at 11:30 p.m. with just a string of skull emojis. Marcus has posted a photo. He's at some rooftop bar, the one downtown with the fairy lights that I'd wanted to go to, but he always said was too sceney. He's not alone. There's a girl tucked under his arm, and she's wearing his jacket. The leather one I bought him for his birthday. The caption, "New adventures with this one," posted 4 days after he moved out. I scroll to her profile. Chloe, 26, works in marketing. Has one of those aesthetically curated feeds where everything is beige and tasteful. Her most recent post before the one with Marcus is from 3 weeks ago, a coffee shop photo with a caption about exciting new chapters, 3 weeks ago. When Marcus suddenly started working late on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm sitting on my bathroom floor with my phone, and the cold tile is seeping through my pajama pants, and I'm doing the math. The horrible, humiliating math. Every late night. Every team dinner. That weekend, he went to visit his college friend in Portland and came back weirdly distant. I call my sister at midnight. Emma, I say when she answers, groggy. I need you to tell me I'm not crazy. You're not crazy, she says immediately, which is why she's my favorite person. Send me everything. I forward her the screenshots. There's a pause, and then, oh, that absolute asshole. He said there was no one else. He lied. 4 days. Emma. He posted that 4 days after telling me he needed to find himself. He found himself, all right. Found himself a 26-year-old who doesn't know he leaves his toenail clippings on the coffee table. Despite everything, I laugh. It's a kind of broken, watery laugh, but it's something. What do? I ask. Honestly, nothing. Let him have his midlife crisis girlfriend. You dodged a bullet. But here's the thing, I can't do nothing. I'm not built that way. I'm the person who needs closure, who needs to tie up loose ends, who needs things to make sense. And this doesn't make sense. So Friday morning, I do something potentially unhinged. I text him, hey, need to pick up some stuff you left. Are you around tomorrow? He responds in 3 minutes. Yeah. I'm at Chloe's place most of the time, but I can meet you somewhere. Coffee at Chloe's place? Most of the time. It's been 5 days. We meet Saturday at that generic coffee chain near our old apartment. I get there first, order a black coffee I won't drink, and sit at a table by the window. It's raining, that constant Seattle drizzle that makes everything look gray and sad. He walks in at 2:03 p.m. and he looks good. Better than he should. He's wearing a new shirt. Got a haircut. There's this energy to him. That annoying glow people get when they're in a new relationship and still in the phase where they're not annoyed by each other's breathing. Hey, he says, sitting down across from me. You look good. I'm in jeans and a hoodie. My hair is in a bun. I haven't slept properly in days. He's lying and we both know it, so I say. Chloe, his face does this complicated thing. Surprise, then guilt, then something that looks like relief that we're not pretending anymore. Sabrina, how long? It's not what you think. Marcus? How long? He looks down at his coffee cup. We met at a networking thing in February. We were just friends at first, February. It's now October. 8 months. Just friends, I repeat. My voice sounds calm, too calm. I'm having this weird out-of-body experience where I'm watching myself have this conversation. Nothing physical happened until after I moved out, he says. Like that makes it better. Like emotional infidelity doesn't count. You told me there was no one else? There wasn't. Not technically. Not technically. I feel something shifting in my chest. Not heartbreak, that already happened. This is something else. Something clearer. You were emotionally cheating on me for 8 months, left me, and 4 days later you're posting couple photos. But technically, you didn't lie. He has the audacity to look defensive. I didn't want to hurt you. Oh, well, mission accomplished then. I feel fantastic. Don't be like that. Like what, Marcus? Hurt, angry? What emotion am I allowed to have here? People at other tables are starting to glance over. He shifts in his seat, uncomfortable with the attention. Look, I'm sorry. I handled this badly. But Chloe and we just connected in a way that... Don't finish that sentence. You and I haven't in a long time, he finishes anyway. And there it is. The thing he actually wants to say. The thing that's been building for months while I thought we were fine. While I was planning our future, he was already living in a different one. So what was the plan? I ask. String me along until you were sure about her? It wasn't like that. Then what was it like? Explain it to me in a way that doesn't make you sound like a coward. He goes quiet. Outside, the rain is picking up. Someone's car alarm is going off in the parking lot. I don't know what you want me to say, he finally says. The truth. That's all I've wanted. Just tell me the truth. Fine. He leans back, crosses his arms. You want the truth? We stopped growing together. You're stuck in the same routines, the same job, the same everything. Chloe is ambitious. She's excited about life. She makes me want to be better. It takes me a second to process what he's just said. That he's turned his betrayal into a character assessment of me. I'm a high school teacher, I say slowly. I love my job. That's not being stuck, that's called being content. Exactly. Content. That's the problem. So you cheated on me because I'm too happy? I didn't cheat. You emotionally invested in another relationship while you were with me. That's cheating, he stands up. I don't have to sit here and be attacked. Attacked? I laugh and it sounds a little manic. Marcus, you don't get to be the victim here. You don't get to rewrite history to make yourself feel better about what you did. I'm done with this conversation, he says. I hope you find someone who makes you happy, Sabrina. I really do. He walks out, leaves his coffee untouched. Leaves me sitting there with everyone in the coffee shop carefully not looking at me. I sit there for a long time. The rain keeps coming down. My coffee gets cold, and then I get angry. Not sad angry or hurt angry. Clear-headed, purposeful angry. The kind of angry that makes you suddenly very, very calm. Sunday, I do research. Turns out Chloe's marketing job? She works at Marcus's company. Same building. 2 floors apart. That's how they met. Not at some networking event. They work together. Which means everyone at his office probably knows about this. Probably knew about it before I did. I scroll back through Chloe's Instagram. There's a photo from July, a group shot at what looks like a company picnic. I zoom in. There's Marcus in the background. And there's Chloe standing just a little too close to him. My friend Hannah calls me Sunday night. Hannah, who works in HR at a different company but knows people at Marcus's office. I heard, she says. I'm so sorry. Do you want me to tell you things? Or do you want to not know? Tell me everything. Okay, so, everyone at his office knew. They've been openly flirting for months. Apparently, there was a happy hour in September where they left together, and it was a whole thing. September. A month before he left me. There's more, Hannah says carefully. Chloe had a boyfriend. They broke up 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. Right when Marcus suddenly needed space to find himself. She traded in her boyfriend for my boyfriend, I say. Basically, yeah. The whole office thinks they're messy. Like, people are actually uncomfortable about it because it's so obvious and inappropriate. Probably. And she'll be sitting where you are right now, wondering what went wrong. Maybe. You know what the best revenge is? Not the flowers, though those were spectacular. The best revenge is going to be in a year when you're thriving and they're dealing with the reality that they built a relationship on a shaky foundation. That feels very long-term satisfaction, I say. The best kind. She raises her glass. To dodging bullets. I clink my glass against hers. To everything they deserve. 3 months later, I'm not thinking about Marcus much anymore. I've redecorated the apartment. Started dating again. Nothing serious yet, but I'm not in a hurry. I joined a book club. Started running in the mornings. Small things, but they're mine. I hear through Hannah that Marcus and Chloe are still together, but having issues. Apparently, the thrill of sneaking around was more exciting than the reality of actually being together. Apparently, people at work still make jokes about the flowers. Apparently, Marcus has started working late again. On Thursdays. I don't send a follow-up bouquet, though the temptation is there. Instead, I'm sitting in a coffee shop on a Saturday afternoon, grading papers when a guy at the next table leans over. Sorry, are you a teacher? He asks, gesturing at the stack of essays. High school English, I say. My sister teaches middle school. It's a tough job. We get talking. His name is Alex. He's a physical therapist. He's funny and kind and asks me genuine questions about my work. When he asks for my number, I give it to him. That night, Emma calls. So, how was your week? I think I might have met someone, I tell her. Oh my God, tell me everything. As I'm talking, I realize I've barely thought about Marcus all day. He's become what he should be, the past. A story I'll tell sometimes. About the guy who left me for a coworker and the flowers I sent to congratulate them. The ending isn't about revenge or karma or him getting what he deserved. The ending is about me getting what I deserved all along. Someone who shows up, tells the truth, and doesn't need someone younger to make himself feel alive. And honestly, that's better than any flower arrangement I could ever send, though I still think the flowers were pretty perfect.